Now, I really didn't want to make this video, but I've been holding this disastrous, terrible secret from you guys for over 2 months now, and it's such a guilty conscience for me, and I can't sleep at night. And my channel, sharing the good and bad, I felt like I had to get it out and let you guys know about this. And I apologize for keeping this a secret from you guys. Rewind the time back a little bit. 2 months ago, during Chinese New Year, I made this one excellent, fantastic video. It was both in Chinese and English about how I traveled 2,000 plus kilometers without charging, pure swapping, and I also upgraded my battery pack. And it was an excellent promotional video, both in English and also in Chinese as well here in China, to, of course, let people know about how amazing battery swap is. But unfortunately, what I didn't let you guys know is that during one of the swaps, battery swap wrecked my car. This is the story of what happened, all right? Well, speak of the devil, we got stuck again, unfortunately. And it turned out that one of the screws was not unscrewed properly. And the technician is coming here as fast as he can. And he's on his way. I think I see him. I think that's him right there. That's probably the technician. He's coming from that side. There's another swap station on that side as well. And guys, what's really awkward was that because I have the child safety lock, my wife really needed to use the bathroom. But the screen is dark, so I can't deactivate it. So she can't get out the door, but I can't open my door, right? I can open my door and the passenger door, but I can't deactivate the child safety lock. So my wife couldn't get out the car. She had to come to the front seat to get out through my position over here. So this is a kind of a interesting situation. So sometimes it does happen. I'd say like the chances of getting stuck is quite rare. 1 in 200 chance. Even though my previous swap station experience, we did get delayed because the car did not recognize the square, so that's fine. And then here you got the technician. Hey. Yeah, he's working really hard. Say NIO. Okay, I guess that's close enough. So there's the technician. He's doing everything he can. Try to adjust to get this bolts to screw up. You hear that sound? Holy moly. We got another NIO coming for a swap. Like, they said that they can't unscrew one of the bolts, but seems like they're trying to do everything they can. So this is a Gen 3 swap station. Gen 2 swap station used to have the tablets over here, but now the Gen 3 swap station, they have it over here. The space on the right is used more for battery storage, so that's pretty cool. But he's doing the swap manually, basically. So right now the swap station, the swap technician is underneath the car, trying to like manually get the bolt off or something like that. It is taking a while, but it is, of course, still faster than charging, even if it's gonna take you 10 plus minutes, And also, by the way, if you have to line up for swapping, sometimes you gotta line up maybe like 3 cars in front of you. That just means that your total time might get to like 15 minutes, but that's still faster than swapping. And some of you guys said, why, how about fast charging? Like in the future when fast charging becomes really fast and you can charge a car in essentially 5 minutes. Well, the unfortunate news is that's probably never actually going to happen, because if there's another car that's also charging next to you, some of the output will be stolen by that car and your charging speed will actually be lower. And also, as battery capacity increases, it still only takes 3.5 minutes to swap to a full battery. Whereas for charging, even if charging speeds double, but charging capacity also doubles, it still takes you the same amount of time. So that's something to keep in mind. So the technician is underneath the car, and yeah, not sure how long this is going to take, but probably more like, it's been like around 10 minutes for now, so it's all right. So the technician is still underneath the car. The battery hasn't been swapped yet. Still at 4%. Well, we're fucked, guys. Two of the bolts on the bottom of the car are broken because the swap technician manually broke them. He was trying to, it was frozen, and he was trying to take them off, and he broke it. So now we got to go to a service center that's about 2-hour drive away and get it repaired. Luckily, NIO gave us a free voucher to charge for free, but it is a bit of an inconvenience. Take a look at the number of NIOs. I'm fully charged now, but this guy's also stuck. The swap technician is under the car. This guy's leaving. 2 more NIOs over there. Yeah, man. Holy crap. Snow, man. Snow. So I'm gonna head off to the service center, which is actually a couple, 1 hour and a bit drive away. And I guess we'll do some traveling in that city, so that'll be pretty nice. So yes, the bolts were frozen because it was very cold, and the technicians tried to take it off manually. In the process of doing so, broke 2 of the bolts. Because he was cranking on it manually, he damaged the bearing on the bolts. And so that just meant that I could no longer battery swap, and I had to go to a service center to get it repaired. The closest service center was a 2-hour drive away. And I had to charge, of course, but what's even worse is this was a big detour, and that was all in all, that whole entire detour plus repair time took about 7 hours. All right, driving the distance, driving to the to the repair center, service center, and also repairing, waiting for the repair, etc. It was a big pain in the butt. Luckily, because I have certain connections, I was able to vent my frustration to NIO management. And the thing, what I'm upset about, all right, I'm not upset about the car being stuck during a battery swap. That happens all the time, and that's fine, and I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is the technician being devoid of logic, manually cranking the bolts instead of applying some sort of heat. And I was also able to voice this frustration to some of the, for example, the general manager of NIO here in Beijing. I told him about this. I even had several videos sent to him, and he understands the situation. So, it's very devoid of logic. Why would you not try to melt the snow, melt the ice before trying to take off the bolts, instead of just yanking on it and in the process potentially breaking it? So I guess in the future, this is probably going to get fixed. In future generations of swap stations, they will probably have at least a swap technician will have a heating gun, or maybe the swap station itself will have some sort of heating mechanism to melt off snow and ice around the bolts. But during this whole entire process, while we were waiting for the car to get fixed, my wife was just pissed off. And you can understand. I mean, we had to take a big detour as well. It was just not pleasant. Luckily, all right, because I was able to voice my problem to the general manager, and they were also very helpful, they were able to expedite my repair process. So usually I would have to wait for other cars to get repaired, and then it would be my car. But since this was such a BS situation, they really helped out and got my car to get repaired first. And then the technician also, the service technician also took my car to a swap station nearby and swapped it just to check to make sure that it works. And then I was off on my trip again. So in my original video of swapping 2,000 kilometers without charging, I of course omitted that. I hid this from you guys. But this whole entire debacle was just such a punch in the gut. I'm filming 2 videos trying to promote battery swap, and then this happens. I'm fine with swapping, being stuck during a swap, but I'm not fine with the technician just screwing things up, making things worse. If you can't really get the bolts off, just tell me, all right? And then just let me go and charge instead of forcing me to go repair the car. I mean, what kind of BS thing is that? But thinking about it optimistically, if that swap technician was not there, all right, perhaps I would be stuck in the swap station for who knows how long until a swap technician gets there. And that could be like an hour or 2 hours. That would be just a big pain in the butt. And this was during Chinese New Year, icy roads everywhere. That would be just terrible. Okay? So yes, he broke my car. Yes, it sucked. But at the end of the day, at least I could still charge. At least I could still drive the car. But this just really proves that there are still a lot of things with battery swap that needs to be improved in terms of the procedure to deal with things like frozen bolts. Melt the damn ice before yanking on it. And I want to make it clear it's more of the swap technician's fault. And as a proxy, of course, it's NIO's fault that they kind of mess things up over there. But the swap station itself, that did not exactly break my car. Okay, but of course, after my car was repaired, it was repaired for free. The bolts are actually a part of regular maintenance. It's a piece that's regularly replaced pretty often, and it does get damaged every now and then. It's sort of like a consumable piece. So it was replaced for free, and then I was on my way. And NIO compensated me with 666 NIO points, which is like 66 RMB, roughly about $8, $8 US. And I was compensated with $8 US by my NIO fellow just to, apologize. But now I finally got that off my chest, guys. It's more to do with the procedure, not fully polished. Battery swap still has a very low error rate, and I still continue to swap to this day. And it's still my go-to way of replenishing energy. So don't hate on battery swap. I'm just getting this off my chest and let you guys know that this shit did happen. And this was a terrible thing that occurred. Not hating, all right? Just getting it off my chest. And I'm sorry for keeping this a secret for so long, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.